Hey everybody, this is Bill Murphy with MMORPG.com and GameSpace.com, and I'm here with a hands-on look at the brand new Necromancer class from the upcoming expansion to Elder Scrolls Online, Elsweyr, due out this June on PC and console. That's right, during Bethesda's game days at PAX East, I finally got time to try the Necromancer in the forthcoming chapter, and I can say with some trepidation, because obviously it was just a few minutes in the demo, that the Necromancer may be the most interesting class Zenimax has ever imagined for their MMO. As you can see in the video, I first got a look at the new starting tutorial for Elsweyr, which has you on the home of the Khajiit going through trials and training when all hell breaks loose, and yep, you get your first taste of fighting a dragon at the low level of about 2 or so in the tutorial. It's a nice callback to when vanilla ESO started you off in Cold Harbor only to bring you back there for the original story's finale. A nice touch in the tutorial this time though is that the Khajiit teachers actually give you some good learning by showing you how to block, how to counter with a heavy attack, how to shield bash, and how to break free of stuns. And essentially they really give you a nice tutorial for the combat in case this happens to be the first time you've ever played ESO. Now for the Necromancer itself, the thing that's basically put all my other ESO playing on hold until June. Will the Necro be worth the wait? Yes, oh lord, yes. Not only is it filled with a varied and appropriately dark-feeling skill selection, but there's a kicker for a lot of the Necromancer skills. Using them in front of townsfolk can make you wanted by every guard in town, just as if you stole something or killed someone in plain sight. Luckily, it's not every skill that does this, just the really morally complicated ones, like summoning skeleton mages or making giant bombs out of skeletons or so forth. In an actual fight, the Necromancer doesn't feel like it'll be super easy to play, which is nice. Its skills are complex and involve a lot of positioning and timing. The DPS tree, which is what I went with in the demo, has a skill that can create a line of dark energy between you and a corpse, and if you catch an enemy in that line, it drains their health very, very fast. The summons aren't permanent with the Necromancer either, as they are with the Bear of the Warden or the Sorcerer, for example. This makes playing the Necro far more interactive, as you're not wasting a skill on your bar for a pet that just sort of does its own thing. I really enjoyed my brief time spent trying out a max level Necromancer, and was especially epic to see the massive ground pound of the ultimate. The Necromancer isn't a pet class like the Warden or the Sorc, it's more of a temporary summoning class that overwhelms enemies with incoming damage from many different sources. It felt powerful, it looked really cool, and it's very different from the game's other classes. I'm really curious to see how the tank and healing trees work, but I didn't have enough time to play with them all. But from what Brian, quote-unquote, Andy Wheeler could tell me, that could be very soon with the PTS for Elsweyr going up in the coming weeks on the PC, of course. Hopefully, you'll have to just kind of wait and try it out on the consoles when it gets out there. Now, all I know is that I'm more than ready for a 4th level 50 journey, beginning life as a Khajiit Necromancer in Elsweyr this June. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, MMORPG.com without the dot, on Facebook, GameSpace.com without the dot. Also, we're basically everywhere. Just look for the sites and click the buttons and follow us. We'd greatly appreciate it. Have a good one, everybody.